Hello, everybody. I'm the Umbroni, and welcome back to another Bonds of Justice episode. This is number 3, or story number 3, Guard Duty. We're gonna get some stuff about the guards. My watch just went off. Facebook notification. But yeah, this is gonna be Guard Duty, so we'll get some backstory of the guards, maybe. And I cannot wait for the next Elements of Justice episode, because we have no clue who could be behind it now. A lot of people, and like most of my comments on that video, I don't think there's a lot, but almost all of the comments on that video are theorizing that a guard could be responsible. So yeah, and they also talked about if I saw this episode, because I wouldn't know who the guard was. But I think everybody's talking about the guard that was rude to even the princesses. I think that's the one they're talking about. The one who was really happy that the son and Sweetie Belle got arrested, and Scootaloo, for that matter. So yeah, let's just see where this goes. Guard Duty. February 14th. 2:30. Is this loud to y'all?
Hey,
Yeah?
any clue why we're here?
One of the greatest mysteries of the universe. Why are we here?
That's not...
I mean, are we a product of some cosmic coincidence? Or is there a being far greater than we could ever imagine? Or maybe we're puppets controlled by the universe to fulfill a purpose we never knew existed. A little show for a bored intergalactic being to entertain themselves and whoever is out there every single day. 'Cause, I don't know, Cinnamon, but that keeps me up at night.
What? No, I mean, why are we out here guarding the Everfree Forest?
Oh, yeah,
Indeed. What was with the whole puppet show thing?
Oh,
You want to talk about it? We can call Dr. Wolf if...
No need. Must have been my
Oh?
noggin acting fuzzy. Darn
Dr.
that unicorn
Wolf?
and his levitation spell.
Wow, I'm surprised you couldn't handle a little cult levitating you.
Hey, that kid lifted me up about 5 meters off the ground. You can't blame me for getting a bruise from that.
Uh-huh, a bruise.
You're lucky that chipmunk face of yours wasn't the one that got a black eye.
What did you say?
Nothing. So, what was the question you asked me?
I asked, why are we guarding the entrance to the Everfree Forest?
Right. The entrance to the crime scenes. According to the detective, we're supposed to prevent any pony from entering the forest until he returns from Canterlot.
That includes those human attorneys, right?
That's right, including the princess.
Right. I wonder why that is.
I honestly don't know. I mean, she is a princess, not to mention Princess Celestia's pupil. Why would he include her on the list?
Maybe Princess Celestia doesn't want her to tamper with the crime scenes?
Are you kidding? She and the Yellow Attorney are working together along with the old Porcupine Attorney.
Old Porcupine.
There's no way she intends
Nice.
to tamper with the scenes. Plus, I'm sure Princess Twilight is smart enough not to do such a thing. Unless you suggest the Princess of Friendship is foolish enough to throw her status away.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I was trying to wrap my head around this nut job of a case and why any pony could do such a thing. But every time I try to make sense of it, I get more questions than answers, and I hate it.
Yep.
Sorry,
We
this
all
is just
do.
an awful mess. Not just for us, but for the kids as well.
Scootaloo and Turning Page, right?
Not just them, a filly named Sweetie Belle too.
And also that male pony, Sugar Stamp. To be honest, I'm just as confused as you are. I didn't think we'd get another murder case at all, especially after the TS5 incident.
What in the world is going on in Equestria these days? First, there's a stallion in Manhattan who killed himself in front of an audience, and now 2 ponies were murdered in the Everfree Forest. And the fact that one of them was the clone of the other, who was one of our fellow members of the Royal Guard.
I know, right? I mean, we're thankful to have the princess, the humans, and the authorities to protect us. But the possibility a pony could be doing such a thing is terrifying.
Spade, we're part of the authorities, and the victim is a member of the Royal Guard.
Ah, right. Right.
I love the actual thing is
It's
moving.
funny. Back when I was a colt, I used to read a lot of superhero comics. They were always about these strong, courageous figures who could take on anything.
Nice.
In one issue, they'll be fighting some pony as simple
Nice.
as a common thief. And in another, they go up against some mad scientist bent on world domination. And no matter the odds, the hero would always come out on top.
Nice.
They might get hurt, they might fall, but they never lost. I thought that's what heroes were all about. So when I
Oh,
became
nice.
a guards pony, I thought I'd be just like them, fighting all kinds of dangerous monsters to protect Equestria. Never losing a battle, that sort of thing, you know? But I never thought that the dangers I'll be protecting us from could actually come from inside our borders. And that they could really result in the death of a guards pony. I mean, I knew our job was dangerous, but this is... Can we talk about something else, please? I don't want to think about our deaths on guard duty.
Sure thing, Sterling.
So, about that filly, Sweetie Belle, do you think she's gonna be okay in there?
I don't know, Spade. This case is a lot to take in, even more so for a filly like her. Though I can imagine that he's not making it easier for her.
He?
You know, Ashtray, the gray-coated guards pony with the sour expression.
Oh, we have a name.
Wait, Ashtray? For him? Seriously?
What? He's an awful pony that deserves to have garbage dumped on him like ash on an ashtray.
Is it his name?
Don't say his real name.
What? How
Huh?
come?
If word gets out to that guy, he'll report me to Princess Celestia, who will fire me, then send me to the moon.
Ah, I get it.
Besides, he doesn't deserve to be called by his real name when it doesn't fit him in the slightest.
Real
Aren't you
name.
being a little too mean to the guy?
Too mean? Didn't you see how he treated the two fillies we arrested yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention how he insulted one of the element bearers while the Princess of Friendship was there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
Then why are you defending him?
I'm not defending any Pony Cinnamon. It's just...
Look, what he did to those kids was awful. His behavior towards Miss Dash was also inexcusable. That much is clear.
But with everything that's happened with this case, I sort of get it in a way.
I don't follow.
Think about it. We, as members of the Royal Guard, have a duty to protect all the ponies in Equestria. And to prove ourselves, we have to appear strong, capable, and reliable to every pony, no matter what. We can't shirk from our duty, or even appear to. Because the moment we do, then that sense of safety, which we're sworn to protect, it's gone. Royal Order's death isn't just a tragedy for all of us. It's also a harsh reminder that we're not invincible. That we can fall. That we can fail. I think that's enough to result in ponies questioning whether our strength is enough to prevent more casualties. And that will just lead to more panic and fear. And I guess the reason why he's acting so awful is because he doesn't want to come off as weak to any pony. Maybe he's afraid, since if Royal Order could be killed, any of us could be. Then maybe he thinks that if ponies know he's afraid, or that he feels vulnerable, no pony will feel safe.
So he throws all of his emotions aside, sticks to his duties, acts aloof, possibly in denial of the situation.
All in an attempt to protect the safety of others.
And when you think about it, it doesn't make Ashtray as bad of a pony, don't you think?
I guess you got a point.
In fact, maybe I should try putting up walls too.
What? Don't be silly. Your walls are made out of glass.
No, they're not.
Don't lie. You were crying while reading the Starving Games yesterday.
Oh, that's
It was an emotional scene, okay? You can't blame me for crying when little Lou died. And the lullaby at that.
Oh, come on.
Still proves my point.
Not that
But
one.
really, being like Ashtray isn't gonna help any pony. I mean, I get why you want to do it. but while putting up walls and acting all stoic and aloof may make some ponies feel safer, it'll end up making it seem like you don't care at all. And that's not something you want the ponies you're protecting to think, right?
Yeah, but we have a duty to fulfill.
Do you want to fulfill that duty by acting cold and dismissive?
When you put it that way.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't, try to be strong. You still have to. That's part of our duty as members of the Royal Guard. What I'm trying to say is, don't be scared to be vulnerable when you need to be. Because like you said, we're not invincible. We shouldn't pretend to be if doing so means making ponies be almost afraid or upset with us. And we shouldn't lie just to make ponies feel better or safer. We should be the best guards we can be, even if that means accepting our vulnerability.
You're right. Thanks, Cinnamon. You act more like a guard's pony than I do.
Don't put yourself down, Sterling. You're far more capable than you realize. I'm just doing what a good colleague should do.
Really? Then maybe you should share this advice with him too.
Heck no! I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'd rather let him learn the hard way than tell him.
Alright. I guess I'm taking back what I said.
Hey! I was the one who was able to knock some sense into you.
Then I'm not taking your advice if we're not gonna share it with Ashtray.
You.
Come on, Cinnamon. Maybe the guy will listen to you if you give it a try. After all, you want to be a good colleague, right?
I'll give him my advice when fat pigs fly. Ugh, fine. I'll try on my next shift. If he doesn't take it, I'm not speaking to him again. Got it?
Deal.
Hey, isn't that one of the human attorneys?
Yeah, it's the red one from what I remember.
Do you think he's planning to go inside the Everfree Forest?
Looks like it. Probably to continue the investigation.
Should we stop him?
You know what to do, Cinnamon.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Nice. Nice. Ashtray. And we don't know his real name. I should have muted that music earlier. That probably is gonna get it copyrighted. Hopefully not. But if so, we'll just mute it, like always. Alright. And that's the end of that. This is a short one. And the last one I'm going to do tonight. Because it's almost 10 o'clock. And I got work in the morning. Alright. So that was that. Some interesting things we've gotten from that. First off, they referenced a YouTuber. A brony YouTuber at that. Dr. Wolf. That's funny. Didn't think that was gonna happen. They mentioned the guards pony that I was saying. We've got a name. Ashtray. We don't know his real name. Apparently he doesn't deserve his real name. But that particular guards pony was the one that everybody was theorizing that may have something to do with it. But we'll see. A lot of people are asking if they want to theorize things, and I don't know. Like somebody right now has asked me if they want them to theorize like 3 possibilities, and they gave me options for 1, 2, or 3. I don't think I want to pick any. I think I want to say what I theorize and just let everybody else theorize what they want to. I mean, it's nice to share the theories, but I also just want to be kept in the dark as much as possible. Because and this is a big if one of those theories is like any what correct, then I just feel like, oh man, I already knew that. Stuff like that. And I don't like feeling that way. So I'm gonna just stay in the dark as possible. Y'all can put your comments in that last video if y'all want. Y'all can put the comments in this video. If they have any theories in them, I'll read them. Well, maybe I won't read them. I don't know. But like I said, I just like to be kept in the dark because I don't like to be spoiled. It ruins it all. And it could ruin like entire series for me. And so again, if y'all know something I leaked, I don't know how y'all would know. But yeah. Just sorry. And one other thing, I completely forgot to even mention this, and it just flew over my head. The TS5 incident, which this is loosely based on, as well as the Phoenix Wright and My Little Pony thing series, there was a murder. If y'all haven't seen this, spoilers ahead. If you are watching this but haven't seen that, you need to go and watch that. It's a good series. Really, really great writing, just like this. Plot twist, all 9 yards. It's amazing. So, spoilers ahead. The TS5 incident is when Rainbow Dash was convicted of murder against another pony, was Pegasus, and he actually died. And it was murder, and so Celestia sent for Phoenix Wright. It was the first time he actually came to Equestria, and yada yada yada. By the end of this, like I said, spoilers ahead because I'm going to say the entire ending. There was no murder at all. It was an accident. No, not even an accident. It was nature. Nature killed him. More specifically, a lightning bolt from a cloud, which sparks randomly, killed him. So there was no murder at all. And we also got to see that Celestia was keeping secrets, very, very big secrets. Because when Phoenix Wright used his Magatama, we saw 6 red locks on her. We also saw black locks on Trixie. 4 of them, I believe. And Twilight saw them because she actually touched the Magatama, and some of the power came over to her, and she started seeing those Cyclocks as well. But when she saw the black locks, she started getting sad. She had a deep past and deep, what's the word I'm looking for? Painful past. There it is. And that, I don't know if we're gonna see it or not. But nothing came of it because Trixie left. Because Trixie was the prosecutor. She was a prosecutor. And she was doing anything she could to get back at Twilight. That would include sending Rainbow Dash to the sun. Because that is a crime for murder, is sending him to the sun. But yeah, this series, because the first one was suicide, I don't know if I still believe that or not. But it's the facts go through it and everything like that. I don't know. Maybe he did. But that was suicide. It wasn't murder. This is straight up murder. And the way these guards ponies were talking in this video, reminded me that this is the physical and first actual murder in Equestria. So no wonder everyone's on edge. Because the TS5 is like, oh, phew, it wasn't a murder. Oh, it was just an accident. Oh, phew. Oh, good. No pony actually does it. Oh, good. Phew. And then now, it's not even just a murder of a random pony. It's a murder of a royal guards pony. Who, in this dimension, era, whatever you want to call it, are the best of the best, physically trained, the best of the best, protecting the princesses, which are the regals of this world. The world, that's what I meant to say. And the one that was about to be captain of the Royal Guard gets murdered. Not just killed, murdered. No wonder everyone's on edge. So, props to the writers for actually doing that. And so, I want to see where this goes because this is a very interesting story. A really, really, really interesting story. Another reason why I want to stay in the dark as much as possible. This is the first actual murder in Equestria. Ever. Well, from what Princess Celestia says. Ever. So, whoever does it, whoever gets guilty, no one's going to look at them the same ever again. And they probably will be sent to the sun. Banished to the sun, but it's a death sentence. Yeah, just wanted to get that out there. I don't know if I did my outro before or not, so I'm going to do it again. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, consider hitting that like button so I can know that you did like it and enjoy it. If you did like it, please consider subscribing because I do these kind of videos all the time. I react to these kind of videos, I react to fan animations, anything really, and I do gaming videos as well. And if you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss another video that I do post. And yeah. Oh, and also if you want to comment, go ahead and comment. Love reading your comments. Comment down below of anything I need to react to next. Like I said, theories, but I don't know if I'm going to read them. I may end up reading by accident, and oh well. But other than that, you can comment maybe a video game if you want me to play. But yeah. I got nothing else. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. I really don't know how to end these outros anymore. Or yet. Not anymore. Yet. Because I still don't have an outro. Everything is so different. Yeah. So, I will see you on the next one.